So welcome back to the Sprinter. Today I'm going to be fitting a solar panel on the roof to charge our leisure battery. So I have the solar panel here. This is a semi-flexible type solar panel, so it's not completely rigid, but it's absolutely perfect for fitting for roofs, as it can follow the contour of the roof a little bit. We need to bond it on, and you're probably wondering, why am I inside the van? Well, the reason I'm inside the van is because I need to see where the wiring's coming down. So I want to bring the wiring this side, which will come down our B-pillar this side on the driver's side to go to our leisure battery and our solar panel controller, which is all hidden underneath the driver's seat. I'm on the roof with our solar panel. Please excuse the bright light as the sunshine's beaming off this white van. Very difficult to see, a bit blinded. Anyway, I've got our waterproof gland on the top here, and I've drawn around that. The reason I've drawn around that is so when I take that off, I know where to drill the holes for our plugs to go through. I'm also marking all the way around our solar panel, just so when I remove the solar panel, I know exactly the paintwork area I need to prep and clean to put our bond on. First things first, we need to drill 2 holes for our wiring to go through from our solar panel. So I'm going to start off with a small drill bit. I think he's about a 3mm or an 1/8. By the way, I have double checked where it comes through underneath before I start drilling. In the engineering terms, you always go and measure twice before you cut once. So I double checked inside and out, and now I'm drilling my hole. Oh. Next step is to clean the roof, ready to accept the bond. Now, obviously this roof has been covered in dirt for a long time. So I'm going to go around with some spirit wipe. And as you can see, I've marked out the line of the size of the solar panel. I'll know exactly where to clean. So let's get that bit done and then we can apply the bond. This is our bond applicator and it's the nozzle, and you can actually cut these a bit deeper. The reason I've done that is to make the bond taller, because I've got quite a gap to make up on the roof as it's ribbed. It's about a 10mm gap, I think. So I'm going to approach it as though we're fitting a really large windscreen and put a nice tall bead of glue. So I'm happy I've gone around, I've squeezed all the glue out, all down, so we know that we've got good contact between our solar panel and our roof, and also we've got a good weatherproof seal now all the way around. So we're going to leave that for about an hour just to start the curing process. The ribs were a little bit offset, so I've come this way a bit more as our connection part of our solar panel is here, and I think that needs more support than the other end, hence why it's over to one side a touch. But that's all good. So next we can seal up our cables and get inside. I've cut the plugs off the end of our solar panel. They're still marked positive and negative, so I know which way around they are. I've passed them through our waterproof gland, and now all I need to do is feed that through the roof and bond this to the top of the roof.
Hello! So we just thought we'd give you a quick update on what we've been up to since we last spoke to you guys. So we've finished our panels, or almost finished our panels on our back door. So they've been fitted, we just need to neaten up some of the paintwork. And we've also done that on our sliding door. So we've got the same thing here, we've got all of this done, and also panels on the door there. So that's all done. And finally, we've got our swivel seat in. So that's really nice and solid.
We're going to put some storage in underneath, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got some storage ideas to fit in there because it's loads of good space.
And back to Mark and you go whoop.
Both solar panels are on the roof, both bonded and fixed in position. I've got the wiring going through our little magical waterproof gland housing here. Once that's all set, and I can pin the wiring down in the gutter, and we're all done. So the next job is to get down inside and finish the wiring up behind the seat. So we've got them through. We've got our extended leads here and the slightly shorter ones here. So I'm going to have to extend these 2 anyway. These need to be taken down the B-pillar underneath the driver's seat where our controller is. So our DC-DC charger also controls our solar panels. And it can control up to 300 watts worth of panels, I think. That's what it said in the instructions, so we're good. We got 200, so we're well in. Be perfect. Our solar panels are now wired up to our control panel. So I wired our solar panels in a parallel configuration, not series. Reason being is that our controller will only take a certain amount of voltage, so that will take a maximum of 24 volts input from the solar panels, and the ampage I believe is fairly high. So our two panels together, if I wired them in series, would be nearly 50 volts, so it wouldn't be correct for our application. So the wired in parallel gives us a voltage of around 22 to 24 volts in full sunlight, so we're good to go. So down here, this is our CTEC DC-DC charger, but also our controller for our solar panel. So it's really cool, I think, that it does both things. I've left our negative from our solar panels disconnected, as we haven't got a leisure battery installed at the moment. But I'll just give you a little taster. So if I connect our negative to complete our circuit, you can see that the solar's actually working, and we're powering up our unit, and we've got solar. So that's really cool. Super pleased. So our leisure battery is going to get charged from our alternator, our Sargent unit, and now our solar power. So that's a wrap on our solar. Really chuffed with that. Nice and easy to fit, and it works. Great result. If you want to have a look at our electrics that we fitted in this van, we're going to do a separate video actually, so you can check that out, and that'll just cover everything that I've put into the van, why I did it, why I chose the items that I chose really. Next week, really exciting, we're going to be putting the heater in. So our diesel heater to warm the van up. I think we're going to put it down underneath the van with our hot air coming out through here somewhere. Not sure yet, so stay tuned, see us next week and find out.